Number 17. Vedic Culture and Civilization. The period that started in 1500 BCE and continued up to 600 BCE is known in history as the Vedic civilization. This is the earliest civilization in India to have written records. It is named after the Vedas, the literature of Aryans. The four Vedas are Rigved, Yajurved, Samved and Atharvaved. The Rigved. It is the oldest among the four Vedas. It teaches how one can lead a comfortable life with nature. The Gayatri Mantra is a part of the Rigved. The Yajurved. It was written after the Rigved. It is written in the form of prose and poetry. It consists of shlokas and mantras spoken during religious ceremonies. The Samved. Some parts of the Samved were influenced by the Rigved. Music and dance are of importance in the writings of the Samved, and it is said that Indian music had originated from it. The Atharvaved. It teaches us about the well-being of human beings and treatment and cure from various diseases. Sources. Our main source of information about the Aryans are the Vedas. Veda is a Sanskrit word derived from the root word vid, that means knowledge. Therefore, the word Veda means knowledge. All the four Vedas are written in Sanskrit and contain hymn in praise of various gods and goddesses. However, in the last few decades, many archaeological evidences have also been found. The history of Vedic civilization is written by combining both the sources. The Vedic civilization is divided into two periods. Early Vedic period, Brahmavarta, 1500 BCE to 1000 BCE. Later Vedic period, Aryavrat, 1000 BCE to 600 BCE. Settlement. In the early Vedic period, Aryans settled in the area called Sapta Sindhu, the land of seven rivers. The area of seven rivers was formed by river Indus and its tributaries. The earlier settlements were confined to the valleys of river Sindhu and its tributaries. In the later Vedic period, they moved eastwards and settled in the Ganga-Yamuna plains. They called it Aryavrat, the land of the Aryans. Most historians believe that the original home of Aryans was in Central Asia around the Caspian Sea. They also believe that Aryans led a pastoral life. Cattle, sheep and horses were central points of their life. They needed fresh and new pastures for their animals. This was the most probable reason for their migration. During migration, some of them moved towards Europe and some turned eastward. They first settled in Iran, then moved towards India. The Aryans in India are called Indo-Aryans or simply Aryans. Numa. One important evidence of Aryans' Central Asian roots is their language, that is Sanskrit. It has several similarities with the European languages. Sanskrit. Matri, mother. Latin, mater. English, mother. Sanskrit. Satam, 100. Latin, centur. English, century. Sanskrit, 3. Latin, tres. English, 3. This shows the similarity between Sanskrit, Latin and English. Early Vedic period, Brahmavarta, 1500 BCE to 1000 BCE. We know about the life, society and achievements of this period mainly through the Rigveda. Therefore, it is also called the Rigvedic period or Rigvedic age. Political organization. The Aryans gave up their nomadic life during this time. They started living settled lives. They were divided into many tribes called Janas. The Janas consisted of many villages called Gramas. Gram was the smallest unit. The headman of the Gram was called Gramani. The Gram consisted of a number of families. Each tribe had a chief called Rajan. He was selected on the basis of ability and potential. The post was not hereditary. His main duties were to defend his jana, that is tribe, from external attacks, to look after people's welfare and to protect their cattle. People offered bali, that is voluntary tribute, for his services. There were two tribal assemblies, that is the Sabha and the Samiti. The Sabha was a council of elders and important members of the tribe. It advised the Rajan on all important social and political issues. The Samiti was a general assembly. All members of the tribe took part in it. The people gathered here for business transactions. Both these assemblies checked the powers of the Rajan. Social life. Family system. The Aryans called their family Kul. They followed the joint family system. Many generations lived together. The oldest male member was the head of the family and was called the Kulap or Grihapati. Status of women. Women held respectful position in the Rigvedic society. Women were respected and they received education. They were also allowed to study the Vedas. They were permitted to attend Samiti meetings. They also participated in debates. Many women are even known to have composed hymns. Gargi, Maitri, Ghosha and Lopamudra were highly educated women who lived during the early Vedic period. No more. In the Vedic period, women enjoyed the right to choose their husbands through a ceremony called Swayamvar. Widows were allowed to remarry and there was no child marriage. Varna system. The society was divided into four groups called Varnas. These were Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishya and Shudras. Each Varna had a different set of functions. Brahmins belonged to the first Varna and their duty was to impart the knowledge of the Vedas, to perform sacrifices and to receive gifts. Kshatriyas were the second Varna. They were the warriors. They fought battles and protected people. Vaishyas formed the third Varna. They included traders, farmers, artisans and herders. Both Vaishyas and Kshatriyas could perform sacrifices. Shudras belonged to the last Varna. Their duty was to serve the upper three Varnas. The evils of the caste system were not present in the early Vedic age. In fact, it was quite flexible. People were allowed to change their occupation despite being born in a particular class. It is noteworthy to quote a Rigvedic verse here. I'm a poet, my father is a doctor, and my mother is a grinder of corn. This shows that there was no rigid caste system during this time. Lifestyle. The Aryans enjoyed a simple and healthy diet. They ate barley, vegetables, fruits and meat. They were fond of milk and milk products. Som, a Vedic ritual drink from a plant, was very popular among them. It was consumed on special religious ceremonies. Their dress was simple. Men wore dhotis. They kept a piece of cloth over their shoulders. They also tied a turban over their heads. The women wore a sari and an upper garment. Ornaments made of gold and silver were popular among both men and women. The life of Aryans were full of entertainment. Music, dancing, singing, hunting and chariot racing were popular forms of recreation. Religion. We know a lot about the religion of Aryans. Early Vedic people worshipped different forces of nature. On every important occasion, people performed yajna, that is, sacrifices. They pleased the gods by offering ghee, grains, and animals. They prayed for health and well-being, cattle, children, and horses. Gradually, the yajna became very elaborate and complex. They were performed in an open area as the Aryans had no temples or idols. No more. Indra, the god of rain and thunder. His weapon was a thunderbolt. He He was the destroyer of enemies. Varun, the god of oceans. Agni, the god of fire. Surya, the sun god. Vayu, the wind god. Economic life. In the beginning of the early Vedic period, the Aryans led a nomadic life. Gradually, they started to settle down at one place. A wealthy person in the village was called the Gomad. Cow was the unit of wealth. Prosperity, or how wealthy a person was, depended on the number of cows one owned. It seems the early Vedic people knew the art of agriculture. The Rig Veda mentions the use of yava or barley. The villages during the early Rig Vedic period were self-sufficient units. Agricultural implements during this period were made of wood or copper. Use of iron was still unknown to them. Agriculture and cattle rearing were the main occupations of the people during the period, along with pottery making, metal work, weaving, chariot making, and leather work. Later Vedic period. Aryavrat, 1000 BCE, 600 BCE. Sources. The main sources of information of this period are the three Vedas, Yajurved, Samved, and Atharva Ved. These are also known as the later Vedas as they were composed in later Vedic period. Therefore, this period is known as the later Vedic period. Besides archaeological findings, painted grey ware pottery at various sites also help us to complete our knowledge about the period. Two important changes took place during this period. First, the Aryans shifted their base from Sapta Sindhu to Aryavrat. Second, they started using iron. Iron helped the Aryans make tools to cut trees to get more land and move towards the east. Later Vedic texts have referred to iron as the Sham Ayas, that is, black metal. It is a fact that Aryavrat was full of forests before the advent of Aryans. Political organization. Aryans began a more settled life and formed small kingdoms. These were called Janpadas. The Kuru tribe of Rigved occupied the region around present-day Delhi. It was named Kurukshetra and Hastinapur became its capital. Two important dynasties of Mahabharat were the Kauravas and the Pandavas. Both dynasties belonged to the Kuru tribe. A battle between them is believed to have been fought for 18 days. Many other changes took place in the later Vedic age. A village consisted of many families. The village authority was called Gramani. A cluster of villages was called a Vish. Its authority was called Vishpati. A number of Vishes constituted a Jan, which was ruled by Rajan. The king became very powerful by this time. The control was no longer with the Sabha and the Samiti. Kingship became hereditary. The eldest son generally succeeded the king. Kings adopted grand titles such as Maharaja Dhiraj and Samrat. Due to the expansion of territories, the administrative work also increased manifold. The king was assisted by a large number of officials like the Purohit, Senani, and Gramani. The Raj Purohit performed elaborate rituals and gave advice. The Senani became very important as the frequency of wars also increased. Varna system. In the later Vedic period, the four Varnas were determined by birth. Change of caste became difficult, though not impossible. The position of women also declined. They were not allowed to take part in public matters. They were no longer allowed to study the Vedas or participate in the Samiti's meetings. The Vaishya class had many of their rights denied and the Shudras were treated as